Welcome back to Technique Tuesdays here on Self-Serving Skillet, where I'm going to turn this into this. Give me an egg and I'll build you an empire, but how do I get to that egg without making it all pocky and cratery? How do I get a really smooth, beautiful surface egg? To start out, these are steamed eggs. Very little difference between that and a hard-boiled egg besides the preparation. And I just find it easier to shock the eggs with the steamer basket. And that's another thing, they've all been shocked in ice water after they've hit, these are 10-minute eggs. I like 7-minute for something like ramen, 8-minute if I'm gonna have them on a salad, 9-minute if I'm just eating the hard-boiled egg whole, 10-minute if I'm gonna be peeling them like a hard-boiled egg. If I want the whole egg, makes it a little more solid. I don't use vinegar. Chemically, it makes sense. It does weaken the eggshell. It's just never really worked for me very well. I may have been using old eggs, or I may have been cooking them for too long, but the last time I tried it, I wasn't very good at cooking, but I just remember it not working out very well for me. If it works out well for you, that's amazing. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what I may have been doing wrong. First method. This is probably the second most method I use and prefer. But first, a fun fact. You can usually tell a hard-boiled egg by a raw egg by how well it spins. That's the raw egg, right? Because it's still all liquid in there. The whole thing is kind of moving at different rates, and this is the hard-boiled egg, the solid egg. Our first method's going to be the tap and roll, right? Tap and sort of gently roll to break up this shell, and then we just have to get in there with our fingers. And our goal each and every time, no matter what method we're using, is to get a hold of this membrane right here and break it. Need to get a little bit more of this, and I can get a hold of this membrane. And now, as long as I'm under that membrane, I can get that shell off that egg. Not very fast. The egg has a couple craters in it. It's looking like a moon. There's totally a better way. Second method, this is kind of a party trick, and I really don't like it. Get a bowl down here to put all my eggs in. Next method was recommended to me about a month ago, and I can only make this work about 1 or 2 at a time, but it is pretty effective. You want to make sort of a larger hole at the base of the egg. Peel that away, make sure you're getting the membrane. And then a smaller hole at the top. We are going to blow that out. Yeah, it doesn't look too good. There's a little bit of a crack in there where you squeeze it a little bit when you go to blow on it. So unless you're making egg salad or something, which I just happen to be doing, I wouldn't do that. And it makes my jaw hurt, so I don't like it. Method number 3. This one never seems to work for me, and I just want to show you so I can debunk this right now. Tupperware and just a couple tablespoons of water. Now this method does want you to break up the shell, so I'll do that, and then we shake. Not super effective. That egg just completely got obliterated. Good way to waste food. I'll still pick that apart and use that in my egg salad. There is probably a situation in which it could work, but to get good at it, you've got to waste a lot of eggs, and that's not something I'm super into. Number 4. This one is my favorite. This method is my preferred method and probably what I use 9 out of 10 times. Keeps the egg more or less intact and it's quick. I'm going to peel away that membrane. We want to make sure we're under that membrane. Slide the spoon in, and I usually go out one side like that so that I can see one full side of the egg, and then I'll use the side of the spoon to come around. And there you go. A very nearly perfectly pulled egg in very little time. This is 16 eggs, and some of them look great and some of them not so much. All of the great ones came from that spoon method. There were a couple of craters in there, but not too many. But all of these weird sort of broken eggs, one came from that shaking method, but two actually came from rolling the eggs while I was attempting to do the spoon method. I'm not too concerned about it. These are mostly going to be egg salad. Let's eat one of the ugly eggs. Nice semi-firm yolk, has a little bit of give to it, and this is how I like my eggs. And if you want to know how to make these eggs, I'm going to post my steaming eggs video right up there. And if you'd like to know how to use these eggs to make some deviled eggs, my various deviled eggs recipes, I'm going to put that here.